Hello everyone, this is Ghetto Mozart. Hope you're having a good day today. We're playing some Schedule 1 and I'm on my main world. As you can see, I've remodeled again our bungalow. This might be like the 6th remodel in this save world. Yeah, but this is a meth cook now. It turned out real clean. I'm trying to redo all my properties because of this item filtering update. We are on the beta, by the way. You'll see I do have a lot of item filtering. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, I did a full build on this. I'll link it. Yeah, I'll link it when I'm talking about it. But I just want to do like a less than 10-minute overview in case you can't watch the whole build and you're still interested in this. So yeah, let's just get right into it. We've got 2 handlers. We've got 3 chemists. I've already kind of showed the layout, but here it is. 3 chemistry stations here, 3 lab ovens here, and then this other room. It turned out kind of good. It's kind of a maze getting back there for this one chemist, but it's working really well. I found if you leave at least I'll show you, a 2x2 area for them to walk at all places. See this? It's always 2x2. They'll do just fine. Side note, this random chemistry stations here, it fit right here in the corner perfectly with 2 spaces in between. I had it right here, but it was bugged out. So yeah, side note on that, if you have any station here, I couldn't get my chemist to interact with it, but they did fine with it in here. Just doesn't look as clean. And then yeah, this back room is supposed to all just be storage, but we have storage plus this chemistry station, and then the chemist and handlers lockers here, which are awesome. 6,000 is what we can pay, and we'll top off these chemists while we're here. Well yeah, the setup is 6 chemistry stations, 6 lab ovens. 3 of the lab ovens are going to this safe for output. Oh my gosh, I just emptied this. But yeah, this is pumping right now. I'm going to show you how I have it set up. It's similar to like a normal build, but just so we can have it moving or have it producing the whole time, item filtering is what we've added to this build. Okay, let me just unload a few more of these. Oh, we're kind of out of room here. Okay. So yeah, I'll show you how the chemists are set up real quick. Those are pretty self-explanatory. We have 1 locker assigned. 1 chemist has a few of them in here, and then that odd one in the back room. This chemist, has, excuse me. Sorry if there is a skip in the music or something like that. It's probably because I'm sneezing. And if I sound congested, that's why. Alright, that music was way too intense for a tutorial or a walkthrough. And then the last chemist here, he's got these other 2 chemistry stations and 2 lab ovens. Now, this has been running, let's see, how many days? For at least, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's been running 7 or 8 days, so just over a week. Nobody's pathing has messed up except for the one in the corner here that we already moved. I thought this was going to be an issue, but it is not. This little setup. So it seems like the pathing maybe got a little bit better. Now here's in my opinion, the interesting part is when we talk to our handlers. So this handler is really just stocking all the chemistry stations. So let's start with this one. Loading dock 1 to storage rack, and loading dock 1 to storage rack. So Heather, I keep calling this girl Heather. It's Deborah. I did that in the video too. So Deborah here, she's unloading from loading dock 1 because you can interact with this, and she's going directly to what I call our supply shelves. I have a sign there, but it's kind of covered. I'll have to move that up. But this is the supply shelf that the other handlers using to supply all of these chemistry stations. So all we're having Deborah do is unload from this loading bay, going to this rack, and then the second one here from loading bay to this rack. And then what we have her do, I hit the wrong button there, let me go select her again, is we have her take from this left-hand storage rack and put it on this one. And I think both the musics are coming in at the same time. Yeah, that was a little too much commotion. So that simple setup, and then lastly, she has the last chemistry station too. So I'll show you this. She's just taking from this supply shelf and going to, this chemistry station. Then the last handler, we already saw it briefly, but he's got the other 5 chemistry stations, and he's using the same shelf. You see that? All these chemistry stations. Cool. Now, the new part, the item filtering. So how I did this was every single chemistry station, you got to filter phosphorus, acid, pseudo. The order does not matter, as long as there's one of each pseudo, acid, phosphorus in here. Do that for all 6 of your chemistry stations. And then the supply shelf. Same thing, we're going to need to sort these. So what I have in this one is 2 pseudo, 3 acid, 3 phosphorus. And then on this one, 3 pseudo, 2 phosphorus, 2 acid. And this one I left blank. Now the reason I left this one blank was because, let me see if I can explain this right. I want to order in quantities of 60 because we have 6 chemistry stations taking 10 products per. Alright, so I want, ideally we want to order, I'll show you right here, we would want to order 60 pseudo. I'm not going to do this because I have a ton of extra pseudo and acid, but just for an example. Okay, we'll do it. So 60 pseudo, that's going to refill all of our chemistry stations once, right? Well, ideally, we'd want the same extra storage to fill up with 60 ingredients too, but we don't have enough. So you see we have 50 of each ingredients on these racks. We don't have enough routes to do one more rack. We do have one more route, but we would need 2. One to unload to it and one to move it to the supply shelf. So I left this one blank. You don't have to, but I think this will allow pseudo, acid, and phosphorus in there and speed up the emptying of the delivery van a little bit faster. I hope I explained that alright, but pretty much order in quantities of 60. That goes for pseudo and for Oscar here. We'll go ahead and do Oscar order as well. 60-60. Alright, but that's about it. Wow, look at that. Just in the time we're talking, it's filled up again. Pretty awesome output. One more thing I was going to show you all. Oh yeah, just that all these lab ovens go to the safes. I like to use safes usually for my my last product. But yeah, the 3 lab ovens in this kitchen are going to this safe, and then the 3 lab ovens, I call it the south room. That's this first room here. Those 3 lab ovens are going for the final destination here. Now I'll keep my barn the same. If you guys remember, I have a 8-mix fully automated barn I just set up with this new patch. So we'll be taking all of this meth over to the barn to be processed. That's about it for the overview. Let me think real quick and go over this again, make sure I didn't miss anything, any key components. I think it does take a little while to set up. You'll see that the video I released for this is well over an hour. But that's really just, thinking through the whole thing, and setting these item filterings does take a long time, but 100% worth it. Yeah, I think that's all that I was going to cover today for this build. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this gave you ideas for your world and your builds. If it did, let me know, and let me know what you're putting in your bungalow with this new patch. Thank you for watching, and have yourself a great day.